강인TV 시청자 여러분, 안녕하십니까. 2026년 4월 7일 화요일 오전 6시 54분입니다. 강인TV를 시작하도록 하겠습니다. 이번 시간은 구약 성경을 읽어보도록 하겠습니다. 사무엘상 3장 1절부터 영어 성경으로 읽어보도록 하겠습니다. And the children of Samuel ministered unto the Lord before Eli, and the word of the Lord was precious in those days. There was no open vision, and it came to pass at that time when Eli was laid down in his place, and his eyes began to wax dim, that he could not see. And the lamp of God went out in the temple of the Lord, where the ark of God was, and Samuel was laid down to sleep. That the Lord called Samuel, and he answered, Here am I. And he ran unto Eli, and said, Here am I, for thou calledst me. And he said, I called not, lie down again. And he went and lay down. And the Lord called yet again Samuel, and Samuel arose and went to Eli, and said, Here am I, for thou didst call me. And he answered, I called not, my son, lie down again. Now Samuel did not yet know the Lord, neither was the word of the Lord yet revealed unto him. And the Lord called Samuel again the third time, and he arose and went to Eli, and said, Here am I, for thou didst call me. And Eli perceived that the Lord had called the child. Therefore Eli said unto Samuel, Go, lie down, and it shall be, if he call thee, that thou shalt say, Speak, Lord, for thy servant hears. So Samuel went and lay down in his place. And the Lord came and stood and called as at other times, Samuel, Samuel. Then Samuel answered, Speak, for thy servant hears. And the Lord said to Samuel, Behold, I will do a thing in Israel, at which both the ears of every one that hears it shall tingle. In that day I will perform against Eli all things which I have spoken concerning his house. When I begin, I will also make an end. For I have told him that I will also see his house forever for the iniquity which he knows, because his sons made themselves vile, and he restrained them not. And therefore I have sworn unto the house of Eli, that in equality of Eli's house shall not be purged with sacrifice nor offering forever. And Samuel lay until the morning and opened the doors of the house of the Lord. And Samuel appeared to show Eli the vision. Then Eli called Samuel and said, Samuel, my son. And he answered, Here am I. And he said, What is the thing that the Lord has said unto thee? I pray thee, hide it not from me. God do so to thee, and more also, if thou hide anything from me of all the things that he said unto thee. And Samuel told him every whit, and hid nothing from him. And he said, It is the Lord, let him do what seems him good. And Samuel grew, and the Lord was with him, and did let none of his daughters fall to the ground. And all Israel from Dan even to Beersheba knew that Samuel was established to be a prophet of the Lord. And the Lord appeared again in Shiloh, for the Lord revealed himself to Samuel in Shiloh by the word of the Lord. And the word of Samuel came to all Israel. Now Israel went out against the Philistines to Bethel and pitched beside Ebenezer. And the Philistines pitched in Abek. And the Philistines put themselves in array against Israel. And when they saw in the battle, Israel was smitten before the Philistines, and they slew of the army in the field about 4,000 men. And when the field were come into the camp, the elders of Israel said, Wherefore has the Lord smitten us today before the Philistines? Let us fetch the ark of the covenant of the Lord out of Shiloh. It comes among us, it may save us out of the hand of our enemies. So the people sent to Shiloh that they might bring from tents the ark of the covenant of the Lord of hosts, which dwells between the cherubims, and the two sons of Eli, Hophni and Phinehas, were they all with the ark of the covenant of God. And when the ark of the covenant of the Lord came into the camp, all Israel shouted with a great shout, so that the earth rang again. And when the Philistines heard the noise of the shout, they said, What means the noise of this great shout in the camp of the Hebrews? And they understood that the ark of the Lord was come into the camp. And the Philistines were afraid, for they said, God is come into the camp. And they said, Woe unto us, for there has not been such a thing heretofore. Woe unto us, who shall deliver us out of the hand of these mighty gods. These are the gods that smote the Egyptians with all the prodigies in the wilderness. Be strong and quit yourselves like men, O ye Philistines, that ye be not servants unto the Hebrews, as they have been to you. Quit yourselves like a man and fight. And the Philistines fought, and Israel was smitten, and they brought every man into his tent, and there was a very great slaughter, for there pair of Israel 30,000 footmen. And the ark of God was taken, and the two sons of Eli, Hophni and Phinehas, were slain. And they all ran, men of Benjamin, out of the army, and came to Shiloh the same day with his clothes rent, and with also upon his head. And when he came, lo, Eli sat upon a seat by the wayside, watching, for his heart trembled for the ark of God. And when the man came into the city and told it, all the city cried out. And when Eli heard the noise of the crying, he said, what means the noise of this tumult? And the man came in hastily and told Eli. Now Eli was 90 and 8 years old, and his eyes were dim, that he could not see. And the man said unto Eli, I am he that came out of the army, and I prayed to thee out of the army. And he said, what is done, my son? And the messenger answered and said, Israel is fled before the Philistines, and there has been also a great slaughter among the people, and thy 8 sons also, Hophni and Phinehas, and are dead. And the ark of God is taken. And he came to Bethel when he made mention of the ark of God, that he fell from up the city backward by the side of the gate, and his neck broke, and he died. For he was an old man and heavy, and he had judged Israel 40 years. And his daughter-in-law, in his wife, was with child near to be delivered. And when she heard the tidings that the ark of God was taken, and that her father-in-law and her husband were dead, she bowed herself and travailed, for her pains came upon her. And about the time of her death, the woman that stood by her said unto her, fear not, for thou hast borne a son. But she answered not, neither did she regard it. And she named the child Chebot, saying, the glory is departed from Israel, because the ark of God was taken. And because of her father-in-law and her husband, and she said, the glory is departed from Israel, for the ark of God is taken. And the Philistines took the ark of God and brought it from Ebenezer unto Ashdod. When the Philistines took the ark of God, they brought it into the house of Dagon, and set it by Dagon. And when the day of Ashdod arose early on the morrow, behold, Dagon was fallen upon his face to the earth before the ark of the Lord, and they took Dagon and set him in his place again. And when they arose early on the morrow morning, behold, Dagon was fallen upon his face to the ground before the ark of the Lord, and the heads of Dagon and both the palms of his hands were cut off upon the threshold. Only the stump of Dagon was left to him. Therefore, neither the priest of Dagon nor any that come into Dagon's house tread on the threshold of Dagon in Ashdod unto this day. But the hand of the Lord was heavy upon them of Ashdod, and he destroyed them and smote them with the emerald song, even Ashdod and the coasts thereof. And when the men of Ashdod saw that it was so, they said, the ark of the God of Israel shall not abide with us, for his hand is sore upon us and upon Dagon our God. They sent therefore and gathered all the lords of the Philistines unto them, and said, what shall we do with the ark of the God of Israel? And they answered, let the ark of the God of Israel be carried about unto and they carried the ark of the God of Israel about Cedar. And it was so that after they had carried it about, the hand of the Lord was against the city with a very great destruction, and he smote the men of the city, both small and great, and they had emerald in their secret person. Therefore they sent the ark of God to Ekron, and it came to pass as the ark of God came to Ekron, that the Ekronites cried out, saying, they have brought about the ark of the God of Israel to us, to slay us and our people. So they sent and gathered together all the lords of the Philistines and said, send away the ark of the God of Israel and let it go again to his own place, that it slay us not and our people, for there was a deadly destruction throughout all the city. The hand of God was very heavy there. And the man that died not were smitten with the emerald song, and the cry of the city went up to heaven. And the ark of the Lord was in the country of the Philistines 7 months. And the Philistines called for the priest and the the pioneer song, saying, what shall we do to the ark of the Lord? Tell us where we shall send it to his place. And they said, if we send away the ark of the God of Israel, send it not empty, but in any wise return him or trespass offering, then ye shall be heard, and it shall be known to you why his hand is not removed from you. Then said they, what shall be the trespass offering which we shall return to him? They answered, 5 golden emerald song and 5 golden my song, according to the number of the lords of the Philistines. For 1 plague was on you all, and on your lord's song. Wherefore ye shall make images of your emerald song, and images of your maize song, that are the random, and ye shall give glory unto the God of Israel. For the dancer he will lighten his hand from off you, and from off your gods, and from off your land. Wherefore then do ye harden your heart as the Egyptians and Pharaoh harden their hearts when he had wrought wonderfully among them. Did they not let the people go, and they departed? Now they will make a new cart and take to milk milch Cain, on which there has come no yoke, and tie the Cain to the cart, and bring their calves home from them, and take the ark of the Lord and lay it upon the cart, and put the jewels of gold which he returned him for trespass offering in a copper by the side thereof, and send it away that it may go. And see if it goes by has done also this great evil, but if not, then we shall know that it is not his hand that smote also. It was a chance that happened to us. And the man did so, and took 2 milk Cain. And tied them to the cart and shut up their calves at home. And they laid the ark of the Lord upon the cart and the copper with the maize, the gold, and the images of their emeralds. And the Cain took the straight way to the way of Beth-Messon, and went along the highway, lowing as they went, and turned not outside to the right hand or to the left, and the roads of the Philistines went after them unto the border of Beth-Messon. And they of Beth-Messon were leaping their wheat harvest in the valley, and they lifted up their eyes and saw dark, and rejoiced to see it. And the cart came into the field of Joshua, might, and stood there, where there was a great stone, and they clave the wood of the cart, and offered the Cain of burnt offering unto the Lord. And the rabbi each took down the ark of the rod and the copper that was with it within wherein the jewels of gold were, and put them on the great stone. And the men of SMS offered burnt offerings and sacrificed sacrifices the same day unto the Lord. And when the 5 rods of the Philistines had seen it, they returned to Ekron the same day. And these are the golden emeralds which the Philistines returned for trespass offering unto Lord, for As one, for Kasa one, for Askeron one, for Kat one, for Ekron one. And the golden mice, according to the number of or the cities of the Philistines, belonging to the 5 roads, both fenced cities and of country villages, even unto the great stone of Abel, whereon they set down the ark of the Lord, which stone remains unto this day in the field of Joshua, the Bethshemite. And he smote the men of Bethshemesh because they had looked into the ark of the Lord. Even he smote the people 50,000 and 30 and 10 men, and the people lamented because the Lord had smitten many of the people with great slaughter. And the men of Bethshemesh said, "Who is able to send before this holy Lord God, and to whom shall he go up from us?" And they sent messengers to the inhabitants of Kiriath-Jearim, saying, "The Philistines have brought again the ark of the Lord. Come ye down and pitch it up to you." And the men of Kiriath-Jearim came and pitched the ark of the Lord and brought it into the house of Abinadab in the hill, and sanctified Eleazar his son to keep the ark of the Lord. And he came to pitch while the ark abode in Kiriath-Jearim, that the time was long, for it was 20 hours, and all the house of Israel lamented after the Lord. And Samuel spake unto all the house of Israel, saying, "If ye do return unto the Lord with all your hearts, then put away the strange gods of Astarot from among you, and prepare your hearts unto the Lord, and serve him only, and he will deliver you out of the hand of the Philistines." Then the children of Israel did put away Baalim and Astarot, and served the Lord only. And Samuel said, "Gather all Israel to Mizpeh, and I will pray for you unto the Lord." And they gathered together to Mizpeh, and drew water and poured it out before the Lord, and fasted on that day, and said, "There we have sinned against the Lord." And Samuel saw the children of Israel in Mizpeh. And when the Philistines heard that the children of Israel were gathered together to Mizpeh, the roads of the Philistines went up against Israel. And when the children of Israel heard it, they were afraid of the Philistines. And the children of Israel said to Samuel, "Cease not to cry unto the Lord our God for us, that he will will save us out of the hand of Philistines. And Samuel took King Rambo and offered it for burnt offering holy unto the Lord. And Samuel cried unto the Lord for Israel, and the Lord heard him. And as Samuel was offering up the burnt offering, the Philistines drew near to battle against Israel, but the Lord thundered with great thunder on that day upon the Philistines, and this competed them, and they were smitten before Israel. And the men of Israel went out of Mizpah and pursued the Philistines and smote them until they came on the Beth-car. Then Samuel took a stone and set it between Mizpah and Shen, and called the name of it Ebenezer, saying, hitherto hitherto has the Lord helped us. So the Philistines were subdued, and they came no more into the coast of Israel, and the hand of the Lord was against the Philistines or the days of Samuel. And the cities which the Philistines had taken from Israel were restored to Israel, from Ekron even unto Gath, and the coast thereof did Israel deliver out of the hand of the Philistines. And there was peace between Israel and the Amorites. And Samuel judged Israel all the days of his life, and he went from year to year in it to Bethel and Gilgal and Mizpah, and judged Israel in all those places. And his return was to Ramah, for there was his house, and there he judged Israel, and there he built an altar unto the Lord. And he came to Bethel when Samuel was old, that he made his sons judges over Israel. And now the name of his firstborn was Yoel, and the name of his second Abi, they were judges in Beersheba. And his sons worked not in his ways, but turned aside after lucre, and took bribes and perverted judgment. Then all the elders of Israel gathered themselves together and came to Samuel unto Ramah, and said unto him, behold, thou art old, and thy sons work not in thy ways. Now make us a king to judge us like all the nations. But the thing displeased Samuel when they said, give us a king to judge us. And Samuel prayed unto the Lord. And the Lord said unto Samuel, hearken unto the voice of the people in all that they say unto thee, for they have not rejected thee, but they have rejected me, that I should not reign over them. According to all the works which they have done since the day that I brought them up out of Egypt, even unto this day, wherewith they have forsaken me and served other gods, so do they also unto thee. Now therefore hearken unto their voice, howbeit yet protest solemnly unto them, and show them the manner of the king that shall reign over them. And Samuel told all the orders of the Lord unto the people that asked of him, O king. And he said, this will be the manner of the king that shall reign over you. He will take your sons and appoint them for himself, for his carry also, and to be his horsemen, and some shall run before his carry also. And he will appoint him captains over thousands and captains over 50s, and will set them to ear his ground and to reap his harvest, and to make his instruments of war and the instruments of his carry also. And he will take your daughters to be confectionery, and to be cooks, and to be bakers. And he will take all your fields and your vineyards and your all olive yards, even the best of them, and give them to his servants. And he will take the tents of your seed and of your vineyards, and give to his officials and to his servants. And he will take your men servants and your maid servants and your goodliest young men and your asses, and put them to his work. He will take the tents of your sheep, and he shall be his servants. And he shall cry out in that day because of your king, which he shall have chosen you, and the Lord will not hear you in that day. And nevertheless, the people refused to obey the voice of Samuel, and they said, Nay, but we will have a king over us, that we also may be like all the nations, and that our king may exalt us, and go out before us, and fight our battles. And Samuel heard all the words of the people, and he hears them in the ears of the Lord. And the Lord said to Samuel, hearken unto their voice, and make them a king. And Samuel said unto the men of Israel, Go ye, every man unto his every man unto his city. Now there was a man of Benjamin, whose name was Kisa, the son of Abiel, the son of Serur, the son of Bekoret, the son of Abi, Benjamite, mighty man of power, and he had a son whose name was Saul, also is a young man and goodly, and there was not among the children of Israel a goodly or person. Then he, from his shoulders and upward, he was higher than any of the people. And the says about Kisa, Saul's father, were lost. And Kisa said to Saul, his son, take one of the servants with thee, and arise, go seek the Caesar. And he passed through Mount Ephraim, and passed through the land of Sharisa, but they found them not. Then they passed through the land of Salim, and there they were not, and he passed through the land of the Benjamin, but they found them not. And when they will come to the land of Sub, Saul said to his servant that was with him, "Come and let us return. Lest my father leave calling for this season and take salt for us." And he said unto him, "Behold, now there is in this city a man of God, and he is an honorable man, or that he says, comes surely to pass on now. Let us go thither for adventure. He can show us our way that we should go." Then said Saul to his servant, "But behold, if we go, what shall we bring the man? For the bread is spent in our vessels, and there is not present to bring to the man of God. What have ye?" And the servant answered Saul again and said, "Behold, I have here at hand the first part of a shekel of silver, that will I give to the man of God to tell us our way." Before time in Israel, when a man went to inquire of God, thus he spake, "Come and let us go to the shore, for he that is now called prophet was before time called seer." Then said Saul to his servant, "Well said, come, let us go." So they went on to the city where the man of God was, and as they went up to here to the city, they found the young maidens going out to draw water, and they said unto them, "Is the seer here?" And they answered them and said, "He is. Behold, he is before you. Make haste now, for he came today to the city. For there is a sacrifice of the people today in the high priest." As soon as he be come into the city, he shall straightway find him before he go up to the high priest to eat. For the people will not eat until he come, because he does bless the sacrifice, and afterwards they eat that be by done. Now therefore get you up, for about this time he shall find him. And they went up into the city, and when they were come into the city, behold, Samuel came out against them for to go up to the high place. Now the Lord had told Samuel in his ear a day before Saul came, saying, "Tomorrow about this time I will send thee a man out of the land of Benjamin, and thou shalt anoint him to be captain over my people Israel, that he may save my people out of the hand of the Philistines. For I have looked upon my people, because their cry is come unto me." And when Samuel saw Saul, the Lord said unto him, Behold, the man whom I speak to thee of this same shall reign over my people. Then Saul drew near to Samuel in the gate and said, Tell me, I pray thee, where the seer's house is. And Samuel answered Saul and said, I am the seer. Go up before me unto the high place, for ye shall eat with me today and tomorrow. I will let thee go, and will tell thee all that is in thine heart. And as for thine asses that were lost 3 days ago, set not thine thy mind on them, for they are found, and on whom is all the desire of Israel. Is it not on thee, and on all thy father's house? And Saul answered and said, Am not I a Benjamite, of the smallest of the tribes of Israel, and my family the earliest of all the families of the tribe of Benjamin? Wherefore then speakest thou also to me? And Samuel took Saul and his servant and brought them into the parlor and made them sit in the chief priest place among them that we are by them, which were about 30 persons. And Samuel said unto the cook, Bring the portion which I gave thee, about which I said unto thee, set it by thee. And the cook took up the shoulder and that which was upon it, and set it before Saul. And Samuel said, Behold, that which is left, set it before thee, and it for us this time has been kept for thee, since I said, I have invited the people. So Saul did it with Samuel that day. And when they were come down from the high place into the city, Samuel communed with Saul upon the top of the house. And they arose early, and it came to pass about the spring of the day that Samuel called Saul to the top of the house, saying that I may send thee away. And Saul arose, and they went out, both of them, he and Samuel of the Lord. And as they were going down to the end of the city, Samuel said to Saul, Bid the servant pass on before us, and he passed on, but stand thou still a while, that I may shew thee the word of God. Then Samuel took a vial of oil and poured it upon his head, and kissed him, and said, Is it not because the Lord has anointed thee to be captain over his inheritance? When thou art departed from me today, then thou shalt find 2 men by the hills. Rachel's sepulchre in the border of Benjamin, Zerah, and they will say unto the SS which do went to seek are found, and lo, thy father has left the care of the SS and Saru saw for you, saying, what shall I do for my son? Then shall to go on forward from Tenso, and thou shalt come to the flame to Tabor, and there shall meet the 3 men going up to God to Bethel, one killing 3 kids and another killing 3 robbers of bread, and another killing bottle of wine. And they will salute thee, and they give thee to robbers of bread, which thou shalt receive of their hands. After that, thou shalt come to the hill of God, where is the garrison of the Philistines, and it shall come to pass when thou art come thither to the city, that thou shalt meet a company of prophets coming down from the high forest with sword and tablet and the piper and the harp before them, and they shall prophesy. And the Spirit of the Lord will come upon thee, and thou shalt prophesy with them, and shalt be turned into another man. And let it be when these signs are come unto thee, that to do as occasion serve thee, for God is with thee. And thou shalt go down before me to Gilgal, and behold, I will come down unto thee to offer burnt offerings and to sacrifice sacrifices of peace offerings. 7 days shalt thou tarry till I come to thee, and show thee what thou shalt do. And it was so that when he had turned his back to go from Samuel, God gave him another heart, and all those signs came to pass that day. And when they came thither to the hill, behold, a company of prophets met him, and the Spirit of God came upon him, and he prophesied among them. And it came to pass when all that knew him before time, so that behold, he prophesied among the prophets. Then the people said one to another, what is this that is come unto the son of Gis? Is Saul also among the prophets? And one of the same praise answered and said, but who is their father? Therefore it became a proverb, is Saul also among the prophets? And when he had made an end of prophesying, he came to the high place. And Saul's uncle said unto him and to his servant, Feed went to ye, and he said, to seek the asses. And when we saw that they were nowhere, we came to Samuel. And Saul's uncle said, tell me, I pray thee, what Samuel said unto you. And Saul said unto his uncle, he told us plainly that as we are found but of the matter of the kingdom whereof Samuel spake. He told him not. And Samuel called the people together unto the road to Mizpeh, and said unto the children of Israel, to say the Lord God of Israel, I brought of Israel out of Egypt, and deliver you out of the hand of the Egyptians, and out of the hand of all kingdoms, and of them that oppressed you. And ye have not this day rejected your God, who himself saved you out of all your adversities and your tribulations, and ye have said unto him, and ye but said the king of us, now therefore present yourself before the Lord by your tribes and by your thousands. And when Samuel had caused all the tribes of Israel to come near, the tribe of Benjamin was taken. When he had caused the tribe of Benjamin to come near by their families, the family of Madri was taken, and Saul the son of Gis was taken. And when they sought him, he could not be found. Therefore, they inquired of the Lord further if the man should yet come thither. And the Lord answered, behold, he has hid himself among the stuff. And they ran and pursued him thence. And when he stood among the poor, he was higher than any of the people from his shoulders and upward. And Samuel said to all the people, see him whom the Lord has chosen, that there is none like him among all the people. And all the people shouted and said, God save the king. And then Samuel told the people the manner of the kingdom, and wrote it in a book, and already it before the Lord. And Samuel sent all the people away, every man to his house. And Saul also went home to Gibeah, and there went with him a band of men whose heart God had touched. But the children of Belial said, how shall this man save us? And they despised him and brought him no present, but he held his peace. Then Nahas the Ammonite came up and encamped against Jabez Gilead, and all the men of Jabez said unto Nahas, make a covenant with us, and we will serve thee. And Nahas the Ammonite answered them, on this condition will I make a covenant with you, that I may rest about all your right eyes, and lay it for leprosy upon all Israel. And the elders of Jabez said unto him, give us 7 days respite, that we may send messengers unto all the coasts of Israel, and then if there be no man to save us, we will come out to thee. Then came the messengers to give up Saul and told the tidings in the ears of the people. And all the people lifted up their voices and wept. And behold, Saul came after the herd out of the field, and Saul said, "What ails the people did they weep?" And they told him the tidings of the men of Jabez. And the Spirit of God came upon Saul when he heard those tidings, and his anger was kindled greatly. And he took a yoke of oxen and hewed them in pieces, and sent them throughout all the coasts of Israel by the hands of messengers, saying, "Whosoever comes not forth after Saul and after Samuel, so shall it be done unto his oxen." And the fear of the Lord fell on the people, and they came out with one consent. And when he humbled them in Bezek, the children of Israel were 300,000, and the men of Judah 30,000. And they said unto the messengers that came, "Thus shall ye say unto the men of Jabez Gilead, tomorrow by that time the sun be hot, ye shall have help." And the messengers came and showed it to the men of Jabez, and they were glad. Therefore the men of Jabez said, "Tomorrow we will come out unto you, and ye shall do with us all that seems good unto you." And it was so on the morrow that Saul put the people in 3 companies, and they came into the midst of the host in the morning watch, and they slew the Ammonites until the heat of the day. And it came to pass that the day which remained were scattered, so that the two of them were not left together. And the people said unto Samuel, "Who is he that said, shall Saul reign over us? Bring the men that we may put them to this." And Saul said, "There shall not man be put to this day. And for today the Lord has wrought salvation in Israel." Then said Samuel to the people, "Come and let us go to Gilgal and renew the kingdom there." And all the people went to Gilgal, and there they made Saul king before the Lord in Gilgal, and there they sacrifices of peace offerings before the Lord. And there Saul and all the men of Israel rejoiced greatly. And Samuel said unto all Israel, "Behold, I have here come unto your voice in all that ye said unto me, and have made a king over you. And now, behold, the king works before you, and I am old and gray-headed, and behold, my sons are with you, and I have talked before you from my childhood unto this day. Behold, here I am a witness against me before the Lord and before his anointed, whose ox have I taken, or whose ass have I taken, or whom have I defrauded. whom have I oppressed, or of whose hand have I received any bribe to blind mine eyes therewith, and I will restore it you. And they said, thou hast not reproached us, nor oppressed us, neither hast thou taken what of enemies' hand. And he said unto them, the Lord is witness against you, and his anointed is witness this day, that ye have not found aught in my hand. And they answered, he is witness. And Samuel said unto the people, it is the Lord that offends Moses and Aaron, and that brought your fathers of out of the land of Egypt. Now therefore stand still, that I may reason with you before the Lord of all the righteous acts of the Lord, which he did to you and to your fathers. When Jacob was come into Egypt, and your fathers cried unto the Lord, then the Lord sent Moses and Aaron, which brought forth your fathers out of Egypt, and made them dwell in this place. And when they forgot the Lord their God, he sold them into the hand of Sisera, captain of the host of Hazor, and into the hand of the Philistines, and into the hand of the king of Moab, and they fought against them. And they cried unto the Lord, and said, we have sinned, because we have forsaken the Lord, and have served Baalim and Astarot. But now deliver us out of the hand of our enemies, and we will serve thee. And the Lord sent Jerubbaal and Bedan and Jabez Bedan and Ibta and Samuel, and delivered you out of the hand of your enemies on every side, and ye dwelt safe. And when ye saw that Nahas, the king of the children of Ammon, came against you, he said unto me, nay, but our king shall reign over us, when the Lord your God was your king. Now therefore behold, the king whom ye have chosen, and whom ye have desired, and behold, the Lord has said, the king of you, if ye will fear the Lord and serve him, and obey his voice, and not rebel against the commandment of the Lord, then shall both ye and also the king that reigns over you continue following the Lord your God. But if ye will not obey the voice of the Lord, but rebel against the commandment of the Lord, then shall the hand of the Lord be against you, as it was against your fathers. Now therefore send and see this great thing which the Lord will do before your eyes. Is it not fit to harvest today? I will call unto the Lord, and he shall send thunder and rain, that ye may perceive and see that your wickedness is greater, which ye have done in the sight of the Lord, in asking you a king. So Samuel called unto the Lord, and the Lord sent thunder and rain that day, and all the people greatly feared the Lord and Samuel. And all the people said unto Samuel, pray for thy servants unto the Lord thy God, that we die not, for we have added unto all our sins this evil to ask us king. And Samuel said unto the people, fear not, ye have done all this wickedness, yet turn not aside from following the road, but serve the road with all your heart. And turn ye not aside, for then should ye go after in things which cannot profit, nor deliver, for they are vain. For the Lord will not forsake his people for his great name's sake, because it has pleased the Lord to make you his people. Moreover, as for me, God forbid that I should sin against the Lord in ceasing to pray for you, but I will teach you the good and right way. Only fear the Lord and serve him in truth with all your heart, for consider how great things he has done for you. But if ye shall still do wickedly, ye shall be consumed, both ye and your king. Saul reigned 1 year, and when he had reigned 2 years over Israel, Saul chose him 3,000 men of Israel, whereof 2,000 were with Saul in Massa and in Mount Bethel, and 1,000 were with Jonathan in Gilboa of Benjamin, and the rest of the people he sent every man to his tent. And Jonathan smote the garrison of the Philistines that was in Geba, and the Philistines heard of it, and Saul blew the trumpet throughout all the land, saying, let the Hebrews hear. And all Israel heard say that Saul had smitten garrison of the Philistines, and that Israel also was had in abomination with the Philistines. And the people were called together after Saul to Gilgal. And the Philistines gathered themselves together to fight with Israel. 30,000 carry also, and 6,000 horsemen. And the people as the sand which is on the sea shore in multitude. And they came up and pitched in big mass eastward from Beth Aven. When the men Israel saw that they were in a strait, for the people were distressed, then the people did hide themselves in caves and in thick kits, and in locks, and in high places, and in pits. And some of the Hebrews went over Jordan to the land of Gad and Gilead. As for Saul, he was yet in Gilgal, and all the people followed him trembling, and he tarried 7 days according to the set time that Saul had appointed. But Samuel came not to Gilgal, and the people were scattered from him. And Saul said, bring hither a burnt offering to me. and peace offerings, and he offered the burnt offering. And he came to pass that as soon as he had made on end of offering, the burnt offering appeared, Samuel came, and Saul went out to meet him, that he might salute him. And Samuel said, what he had done, and Saul said, because I saw that the people were scattered from me, and that the came so not within the days appointed, and that the Philistines gathered themselves together at a big mass. Therefore said I, the Philistines will come down now upon me to Gilgal, and I have not made supplication unto the Lord. I posted myself therefore, and offered burnt offering. And Samuel said to Saul, thou hast done foolishly, thou hast not kept the commandment of the Lord thy God, which he commanded thee. For now would the Lord have established thy kingdom upon Israel forever. But now thy kingdom shall not continue. The Lord has sought him a man after his own heart, and the Lord has commanded him to be captain over his people, because thou hast not kept that which the Lord commanded thee. And Samuel rose and get him up from Gilgal to Gibeah of Benjamin, and Saul numbered the people that were present with him, about 600 men. And Saul and Jonathan his son, and the people that were present with them abode in Gibeah of Benjamin. But the Philistines encamped in Michmash, and the spoilers came out of the camp of the Philistines in 3 companies. One company turned onto the way that leads to Obora, unto Drend of Stoal, and onto and on not her company turned the way to Beth-horon, and another company turned to the way of the border that looks to the valley of Seboim, to the wilderness. Now there was no smith, so found through out all the land of Israel. For the Philistines said, unless the Hebrews make them swords of spears. But all the Israelites went down to the Philistines to sharpen everyone his share and his coulter and his axe and his made talk. Yet they had fire for the mattocks and for the coal turs and for the focus and for the axles and to sharpen the goads So it came. So it came to pass in the day of battle that there was neither sword nor spear found in on the hand of any of the people that were with Saul and Jonathan, but with Saul and with Jonathan his son was there found. And the garrison of the Philistines went out to the passage of Mingmasa. Now it came to pass upon a day that Jonathan, the son of Saul, said unto the young man that bare his armor, come and let us go over to the Philistines garrison that is on the other side, but he told not his father. And Saul tarried in the uttermost part of Gibeah under a palm coronata tree, which is in big lawn. And the people that we are with him, we are about 600 men. And Ahijah, the son of Ahitub, border the son of Phinehas, the son of Eli, the Lord's priest in Shiloh, were on a boat, and the people knew not that Jonathan was gone. And between the passages by which Jonathan sought to go over to the Philistines garrison, there was a sharp rock on the one side and a sharp rock on the other side. And the name of the one was Boaz, and the name of the other Sene. The front of the one was situated north over over against Migmasa, and the other south over against Gibeah. And Jonathan said to the young man that bare his armor, come and let us go over unto the garrison of this uncircumcised. It may be that the Lord will work for us, for there was no restraint to draw to save by name or by pure. And his armor bearer said unto him, door that is in heart, turn the builder. I am with the according to thy heart. Then said builder, we will pass over unto this man, and we will just cover ourselves unto them. If they say unto us until we come to you, then we will stand still in our praise, and will not go up unto them. But if they say thus, come up unto us, then we will go up, for the Lord has delivered them into our hand, and this shall be a sign unto us. And both of them discovered themselves unto the garrison of the Philistines, and the Philistines said, behold, the Hebrews come first out of the holes where they had hid themselves. And the men of the garrison answered Jonathan and his armor bearer, and said, come up to us, and we will show you a thing. And Jonathan said unto his armor bearer, come up after me, for the Lord has delivered them into the hand of Israel. And Jonathan climbed upon his hands and upon his feet, and his armor be oral after him, and they fell before Jonathan, and his armor be oral slew after him. And that first slaughter which Jonathan and his armor be oral made was about 20 men within as we are on harp call brand each yoke of oxen might pro, and there was trembling in the host in the field, and among all the people the garrison and the spoilers they also trembled, and they also quaked. So it was very great trembling. And the watchman of Saul in Gibeah of Benjamin looked, and behold, the multitude melted away. They went on beating down one another. Then said Saul unto the people, we are with him in number now, and see who is gone from us. And when they had number, behold, Jonathan and his armor be ordered, we are not there. And Saul said unto he, bring either a dark of God, for a dark of God was at that time with the children of Israel. And it came to pass while Saul talked unto the priest that the noise that was in the host of the Philistines went on and increased. And Saul said unto the priest with the law in hand, and Saul and all the people that were with him assembled themselves, and they came to the battle, and behold, every man's sword was against his fellow, and there was very great competition. And moreover, the Hebrews they were with the Philistines before that time, which went up with them into the camp from the country round about. Every day also turned to be with the Israelites that we are with Saul and Jonathan. Likewise, all the men of Israel which had hid themselves in Mount Abraham, when they heard that the Philistines fled, even they also followed hard after them in the battle. So the Lord saved the Israel that day, and the battle passed over unto Ben. And the men of Israel were distressed that day, for Saul had assured the people, saying, cursed be the man that eat any food until evening, that I may be avenged on mine enemies. So none of the people tasted any food, and all the of the land came to order, and there was honey upon the ground. And when the people were come into the wood, behold, the honey dropped, but no man put his hand to his mouth, for the people feared also. But Jonathan heard not when his father charged the people with the also. Wherefore he put forth the end of the lot that was in his hand, and dipped it in on honey combo, and put his hand to his mouth, and his eyes were enlightened. Then answered one of the people and said, thy father straightly charged the people with an oath, saying, cursed be the man that eat any food this day. And the people were faint. Then said Jonathan, my father has troubled the land. See, I pray you, how mine eyes have been enlightened, because I tasted a little of this honey. How much more if poorly the people had eaten freely to the of the spirit of their enemies which they found, for had there were not been now much courteous slaughter among the Philistines, and they smote the Philistines that they from big mass to Ayalon, and the people were very faint. And the people put upon the spoil and took sheep and oxen and calves and slew them on the ground, and the people did eat them with the bird. Then they told Saul, saying, behold, the people sin against the Lord in that they eat with the bird. And he said, ye have transgressed the Lord, a great stone unto me this day. And Saul says, this first, your shepherds among the people, and say unto them, bring me hide every man his oxen and every man his sheep, and slay them here, and eat. And all the people brought every man his ox with him that night, and slew them there. And Saul built an altar unto the Lord. The same was the first altar that he built unto the Lord. And Saul said, let us go down after the Philistines by night and spoil them until the morning light, and let us not leave a man of them. And they said, do whatsoever seems good unto thee. Then said the priest, let us draw near hider unto God. And Saul asked the council of God, shall I go down after the Philistines, to deliver them into the hand of Israel? But he answered him, not did they. And Saul said, draw ye near hither, all the chief of the people, and know and see wherein this in had been this thing. For as the Lord rivals which saves Israel, though it be in Jonathan my son, he shall surely die. But there was not a man among all the people that answered him. Then said he unto all Israel, be ye on one side, and I and Jonathan my son will be on the other side. And the people said unto Saul, to what seems good unto thee. Therefore Saul said unto the Lord God of Israel, give a perfect Lord. And Saul and Jonathan were taken, but the people cave. And Saul said, cast rods between me and Jonathan my son. And Jonathan was taken. Then Saul said to Jonathan, tell me what thou hast done. And Jonathan told him, and said, I did but taste a little honey with the end of the lot that was in my hand, and lo, I must die. and Saul answered God to so and more also, but we should surely die Jonathan. And the people said unto Saul, shall Jonathan die, who has wrought this great salvation in Israel? God forbid, Israel lives, there shall not one hair of his head fall to the ground, for he has wrought with God this day. So the people rescued Jonathan, that he died not. Then Saul went up from plowing, and the Philistines and the Philistines went to their own place. So Saul took the kingdom of Israel and fought against all his enemies on every side, against Moab, and against the children of Ammon, and against Edom, and against the kings of Soba, and against the Philistines, and whithersoever he turned himself, he vexed them, and he gathered host and smote the Amalekites, and delivered Israel out of the hands of them that spoiled them. Now the sons of Saul were Jonathan and Suvi and Malki-Sua. And the names of his two daughters were these. The name of the firstborn, Merab, and the name of the younger, Michal, and the name of Saul's wife was Ahinoam, the daughter of Ahimaasah, and the name of the captain of his host was Amnor, the son of Ner, Saul's uncle. And Kis was the father of Saul, and Ner, the father of Amner, was the son of Abiel. And there was sore war against the Philistines, or the days of Saul. And when Saul saw any strong man or any valiant man, he took him unto him. Samuel also said unto Saul, the Lord sent me to anoint thee to be king over his people of Israel. Now therefore hearken thou unto the voice of the words of the Lord. Thus says the Lord of hosts, I remember that which Amalek did to Israel, how he laid wait for him in the way when he came up from Egypt. Now go and smite Amalek and utterly destroy all that they have, and spare them not, but slay both men and woman, infant and suckling, oxen and sheep, camel and ass. And Saul gathered the people together and numbered them in Lahaim, and 200,000 footmen and 10,000 men of Judah. And Saul came to a city of Amalek and laid wait in the valley. And Saul said unto the Canaanites, go, depart, get you down from among the Amalekites, lest I destroy you with them. For ye should kindness to all the children of Israel when they came up out of Egypt. So the Canaanites departed from among the 아말렉카이죠. And Saul summoned the Amalekite for Habirah until the comes to Sur that is over against Egypt. And he took Agag, the king of the Amalekite alive, and utterly destroyed the people with the edge of the sword. But Saul and the people spared Agag and the best of the sheep and of the oxen and of the pet drinks and the lambs and all that was good and would not utterly destroy them, but everything that was by and the few also that they destroyed utterly. Thinking what of the Lord unto Samuel, saying, it repent to me that I have set up Saul to be king, for he is turned back from following me and has not performed my commandments, and it grieved Samuel, and he cried unto the Lord all night. And when Samuel rose early to meet Saul in the morning, it was told Samuel, saying, Saul came to Carmel, and behold, he set him up a place, and he is gone about and passed on and gone down to Gilgal. And Samuel came to Saul, and Saul said unto him, Blessed be thou of the Lord, I have performed the commandment of the Lord. And Samuel said, what means then this breathing of the sheep in mine ears and the lowing of the oxen which I hear? And Saul said, they have brought them from the Amalekites, for the people spared the rest of the sheep and the oxen to sacrifice unto the Lord thy God, and the rest we have utterly destroyed. And then Samuel said unto Saul, stay and I will tell thee what Lord has said to me this night. And he said unto him, say on. And Samuel said, when thou wast little in own sight, wast thou not made the head of the tribes of Israel, and the Lord anointed the king of Israel. And the Lord sent thee on a journey, and said, going to destroy the sinners, the Amalekites, and fight against them until they be consumed. Wherefore then didst thou not obey the voice of the Lord, but didst fly upon the spoil, and didst evil in the sight of the Lord. And Saul said unto Samuel, yea, I have obeyed the voice of the Lord, and have gone the way which the Lord sent me, and have brought Agag, the king of Amalek, and have utterly destroyed the Amalekites. But the people took of the spoil, sheep and oxen, the chief of the things which should have been utterly destroyed, to sacrifice unto the Lord thy God in Gilgal. And Samuel said, the Lord is great, the light in burnt offerings and sacrifice also, as in obeying the voice of the Lord. Behold, to obey is better than sacrifice, and to hearken the faith of lambs. For rebellion is as sustainable, which corrupt, and stubbornness is as in inequality and idolatry. Because though he has rejected the word of the Lord, he has also rejected from being king. As Saul said unto Samuel, I have sinned, for I have transgressed the commandment of the Lord and thy word. So, because I feared the people and obeyed their voice, now therefore I pray pardon my sin and turn again with me, that I may worship the Lord. And Samuel said unto Saul, I will not return with thee, for thou hast rejected the word of the Lord, and the Lord has rejected thee from being king over Israel. And as Samuel turned about to go away, he laid hold upon the skirt of his chair, and it rent. And Samuel said unto him, the Lord has rent the kingdom of Israel from thee this day, and has given it to a neighbor of thine that is better than thou. And also the strength of Israel will not lie nor repent, for he is not a man that he should repent. Then he said, I will send yet honor me now, I pray thee, before the elders of my people and the people Israel, and turn again with me, that I may worship the Lord thy God. So Samuel turned again after Saul, and Saul worshipped the Lord. Then said Samuel, bring ye hither to me Agag, the king of the Amalekites. And Agag came unto him delicately, and Agag said, surely the bitterness of this is past. And Samuel said, as thy sword has made a woman childless, so shall thy mother be childless among women. And Samuel hid Agag in pieces before the Lord in Gilgal. And then Samuel went to Ramah, and Samuel went up to his house to Gibeah of Saul. And Samuel came no more to see Saul until the day of his death. Never saw Samuel mourned for Saul. And the Lord repented that he had made Saul king of Israel. 사무엘상 15장 35절까지 읽어봤습니다. 이번 시간은 여기서 정리하고 다음에 16장부터 계속해서 읽어보도록 하겠습니다. 정리하게 읽겠습니다. 시청해주셔서 감사합니다. 안녕히 계십시오.